So the under 20 game is finally underway, and it really pains me to say this, but Blue Lock is actually cooked. And this comes after weeks and weeks of people complaining about the animation style of the second season. But to me, it has been solidified now, with no way of actually going back. So the under 20 game was supposed to mark the redemption of season 2. At this point, everyone and their mother has heard about the issues that season 2 has been facing since it started airing last month. The animation is trash, and not just like choppy animation or 7 deadly frames animation, but PNGs sliding across the screen and colorful auras trying to hide it. And personally, when people started ranting about it early on, I didn't know how to feel about it. Honestly, I thought people were just being oversensitive and making a big deal out of the situation. I remember thinking that the anime community is never really happy with anything they get, and that their expectations were set way too high from watching other animes. And this was just after episode 2 had released, and up to that point, I actually hadn't even noticed how poor the animation was. I think I was still hyped from the first season, so I just took everything in stride. But this started to change by the third episode, as the more I started to watch YouTube videos complaining about it, the more I started to realize what everybody was actually talking about. But with the release of yesterday's under 20 match, all forms of hope for me have just been removed. Because the under 20 match is one of the most hyped arcs of manga that any anime has ever seen. From what I've heard, it was done really well in the manga, and people were expecting the same thing to be transferred into the anime once we reached there. As a result, I was also hyped for it. They had been building out anticipation towards it with the introduction of new and exciting characters like Itashi Sae and the Japan under 20 team captain. So imagine my shock and horror when the episode started with the game and the Blue Lock team launched an attack where it looked like the players were pins sliding across the scene to try and score. Bro, I was done for. I couldn't imagine how a studio could drop the ball so much with what was supposed to be its most popular arc. I was left shooketh. And the most painful part about all of this is that once they're able to treat this arc with this same level of poor quality as the first few episodes, then you know that the whole season will follow suit just like this. It's so depressing to think of the downfall of Blue Lock in this way, because the anime is actually really good. It has a very good plot and a wide range of diverse characters, so to then see them drop the ball on the animation like this, it just makes me really sad. And for a sport like football, you kinda need the animation to be good to keep people hooked and interested. It's a sport that always has action happening. So for you to try and condense all of that action into a PowerPoint slide is very unethical. And then you try and hide this lack of action with very vibrant and colorful auras, like we wouldn't notice. Like, come on bro, I can see you. And at this point, I don't know what to say but to hope in the impossible and pray that some way somehow we can get the Blue Lock we all grew in love with on our screens sometime last year. This brings us to the end of the video, and I want to thank you for making it this far. This video is a bit different from what we usually do on the channel, but anime is technically a form of cartoons, so we're not too far from the tree. I also personally watch a lot of anime, so I thought I might experiment and post a video on it. Moreover, this is a speed painting process of my friend's recent piece, a fan art done of Genshin Impact's Dendro Archon. I probably said it wrongly, but yeah. Do you check it out on his new channel and make sure to leave there with a sub and comment down below. Hopefully sharing the process of how he created it can be helpful to you guys and let you unwind and relax, because the soundtrack behind the video is really peaceful. Click over here to watch a video of the 7 deadly sins as cartoon characters, and over here to watch why modern cartoons were getting worse. Thank you all for watching again. I'll see you next time. Tune out.